Good morning and welcome to my kitchen. You're pretty familiar by now by all of the hoopty cars that I buy, but I don't think I've really mentioned much about my hoopty house. I actually bought this place about 2 years ago from a mutual friend of Tyler Hoover and I. The same group that trades cars around, I ended up getting a house from one of them. And it has issues. And I'm not complaining. I mean, the place was dirt cheap and I more or less knew what I was getting into thanks to my quality homeschool education. But at least the house was cheap, like my cars. And broken, just like my cars. One particularly annoying thing that's broken lately is my sink, which somehow managed to get a hole in the side of it. I've never seen that before. Fortunately, I have something to fix it. Right here. Oh wait. Right here. It's a faucet of some description. I don't know how to do plumbing. I don't know, just maybe something like that. Yes, perfect. I probably could have actually done the dishes, but this is more fun. To quote one of the great philosophers of our time, the Haynes shop manuals, installation is the reverse of removal. So before we can installate, we're gonna have to removal. And I guess I'll start by turning off the water. This is where the demons live. Yes, that is an old really rusty paint can holding up the P-trap. I don't know why it's there, but at this point I'm pretty sure it's structurally integral to the house, so it's gonna stay. Oh wow, I'm actually surprised that these work. I thought for sure they would be corroded shut just like every other valve in this entire house's plumbing. Yeah, that should be enough, righty-tighty, so that I can lefty-loosey on those. What are the odds that I can do this with my fingers? I can do a lot with my fingers. Oh, yay. No, stop. No, stop. No. Now what? These instructions don't tell me how to remove my old one. What's the point? Oh, we got more plastic twisty things. I'll just hold it in my face. Okay. Tighten these, the Hulk. Hello, cat. Here's what I didn't expect, but really should have. The amount of corrosion on these old contractor grade fixtures after 20 plus years since this addition to the house was done and this garbage was put in. Pretty substantial. Fortunately, I have these extended, curved needle nose to help me with things. Why? Oh, it's just disintegrate. Ew! Oh, that water's brown. Oh God, there's more gross water. Ew! Oh, I got gross water on my phone. All right. Oh. Oh, how do you work? Looks like, no! Cool, love it. Yeah, that's pretty gross. Ooh, none of this is caulked or fastened to the wall. Oh, wonderful backsplash attempt. Holy, is it just glued? Oh my gosh. Project for another day. I just want my sink to be usable. Sort of. Okay, I cheated slightly and had a brief look at the instructions, and it looks like this just sets on here to convert this from 3 holes to 1. This style was just called kitchen sink at Menards, so I guess at some point they moved away from this and to this because they were all like that. And then we just feed stuff through. Go, go, go. Oh, there we are. That is installed. Perfect. I'm calling that a successful job. The installation system for this thing is actually kind of neat. You slide on this rubber gasket, and then underneath that from the bottom goes that washer, and then this thing threads up on the long threaded portion, and you get it kind of tight, and then you cinch it down by using the screws to press against the washer. I guess you can kind of fine-tune the tightness that way. This is the cheapest piece of metal I've ever felt in my life, though, so maybe that's why. Because this would just strip out if you tried to put any significant torque on it. So now we've got to feed every single water line through this. If I can talk. I'm having fun now. There we go. Oh no, the threads are terrible. I take back the negative things I had to say about the mounting system. It's actually really clever, because as you're screwing that from the bottom on one of these that just goes through one hole, it's going to start twisting this around. But with this, I can get it snug, get this all lined up, and then just go under, tighten down those screws, and it doesn't twist the fixture. That's genius! Also, I'm excited because now I get to use one of my favorite tools, which is my double drive cobalt ratcheting screwdriver. If I actually put it to tighten, ooh, it drives double. That's like twice as much as a usual screwdriver. Wow. Yeah, it feels solid. I don't know how tight I should go with this. I guess I can just go back to the tried and true Guten. Shake test. The wiggle is from my cheap sink. So now we've got the fittings. Oh, and the soap dispenser. I actually don't have any soap to put in here, but this takes the place of the now defunct secondary sprayer. So let's just like that. Come on. Wonderful. Okay, well, I forgot to hit record, but you'll have to trust me that it was very interesting watching me screw this on. Things turned and became threaded on. Now for the part that confused me, but actually makes a whole lot of sense when you stop and think about it for like 2 seconds. There's this big old weight that you put right there, and that counterweight retracts the nozzle a little bit. Connects back up here. There we go. And now we hook, these are not long enough. Hi, cat. It would not be a home improvement project without a whole bunch of trips to various hardware stores in search of the extension fittings for those 3/8 compression, or extension hoses for those 3/8 compression fittings. You can't buy those locally. But what you can buy is this, or these rather. This is one crazy trick that plumbing companies don't want you to know. This is 3/8 compression fitting to 3/8 inch OD Delta, and the Delta fitting is this guy here. But if I just spin the end off of this, a bunch of stuff falls out, and oh hey, look at that. It's a male compression fitting, so that makes this an extension. The guy at Lowe's actually said he sells a ton of these for this very reason, because these integrated hoses are so common and always way too short. Hi, cat. Let's get this garbage done before my back decides to have a revolution. Number the second. Leaks. Nothing. I guess now we get to find out if I actually hooked up warm to warm. This is very, very far away from my water heater, so who actually knows? That was gross. Yeah, that just feels like cold water. Yeah, that's getting warmer. Crap. And I'm back. Okay, do we have hot? Yes. Do we have cold? Yes, with some air this time. And then, okay, we've got... Ooh. That's nice and flexible, isn't it? Well, I guess I'm a plumber now, and it's nice to know that I can finally wash my hands of this issue, and also literally wash my hands, because once I turned off the water to this, I had no working faucets in the house, so I'm gonna do that. Thanks for watching.